All right, I'm here with Molly Sammon, who is a physician's assistant at Apex Skin in Parma. Welcome, Molly.
Thanks for having me, Jen.
We're going to talk about sunscreen today. And the first and foremost question is, why is it important for us to wear sunscreen?
Absolutely. It's important to wear sunscreen every single day. Our skin is the largest organ on our body. It protects us from infections, toxins, all the things in our environment, and most importantly, UV rays from the sun. So that's why we need to wear sunscreen every single day.
Now, how does sunscreen prevent skin cancer?
So, sunscreen works in two different ways. There's mineral sunscreen and there's chemical sunscreen. And both types of sunscreens prevent our skin from UV damage so that we do not get skin cancer from our cells being damaged by the UV rays. Mineral sunscreen creates a physical barrier on our skin, like a shield to protect us from the UV rays. And then chemical sunscreens absorb those UV rays like a sponge to protect our skin cells.
And how does it help with premature aging as well?
So, sunscreen will once again protect us from the UV rays. So, it's going to protect us from getting things like wrinkles, dark spots, uneven skin tones. UV rays will also break down things like collagen, elastin, keratin, all of our skin's proteins that keep us looking youthful. So, sunscreen will help to prevent the breakdown of those proteins.
I know it's certainly something I have added to my skincare routine as I've gotten older and as I've become a patient at Apex. I know you guys have a ton of great products, many that I use, and I make sure I put on my sunscreen every day. And I have both too. I have the mineral sunscreen, I have the powder.
Yes.
You guys have like the best line of products. Sorry, I don't mean to get off track there, but let's talk about what type of sunscreen that, I would need, or any person. How do you decide that?
Yeah, so every patient should use a broad spectrum sunscreen. So when you're looking at sunscreen, broad spectrum means you're going to be protected against UVA and UVB rays from the sun. So the sunscreens, they should be reapplied every 2 hours. I recommend an SPF of at least 30. So the SPF 30 is going to protect you from about 97% of the sun's rays. And like I said, daily use is what's recommended. But when you're outside, making sure you're reapplying about every 2 hours or so.
And where should we apply it? Just to our face?
You should apply it anywhere that you're getting sun exposure. So if you have shorts on, put it on your legs. But we always want to remember to apply it to our face, our ears, our scalp, our neck, our hands. Those are the places we most commonly see skin cancer and that are almost always exposed to the sun.
What about, do you have any tips for how we could put it on properly?
Absolutely. So for adults, they recommend about 1 ounce of sunscreen to sun exposed areas, and then applying an additional about 1/4 of an ounce to the face itself. If you're using a spray sunscreen, you want to apply it inside so that the wind's not blowing it around. You want to apply it liberally throughout the body so that your skin is glistening, and then you want to rub it in afterwards to make sure you're getting an even distribution of the sunscreen.
Is it going to block vitamin D though? Because that's something we need, right? During the wintertime, well, all year long.
Yeah, so sunscreen use does slightly block the vitamin D synthesis going on, but there's many ways that we can get vitamin D without increasing our risk of skin cancer like sun exposure does. So from our diets, we can get vitamin D. Oily fishes contain vitamin D, liver, egg yolks, mushrooms. And then we have foods that are fortified with vitamin D, like orange juice, cereals, milk. Or if your vitamin D is low, you can always take a capsule or supplement of vitamin D. And none of those ways are going to increase the skin cancer risk.
And should everybody be wearing sunscreen every day?
Absolutely. Regardless of your skin tone, you can get skin cancer, you can undergo premature aging. So every single day you should wear sunscreen to prevent those risks.
I feel very sunscreen educated. Thank you so much. Again, from the Parma location, Molly Sammon, a physician's assistant. We appreciate you joining us here today at Star 102.
Thanks for having me.